everybody, welcome to ATCs with me. Welcome back. Today we're going to do a little Honeybee put out a die that was tools. So we're going to do a tool time little card today, ATC. Okay, so let's flip this around. The first thing I have to do is make a brick wall. So the second thing is going to be making just a soft yellow background, just so that so it's not white in between my bricks. I want it to be a soft yellow, like grout. I could have left it white, but that's okay. Oh, I'm picking up. This is why you clean your mat first. I didn't look down. Picked up a little bit of color, but you know what, that's okay. This thing's stained, so now it's clean. It's hard to tell sometimes. All right, that was my yellow. Then I'm going to do a bit of red, just kind of random. Oh, where's my red brush? I'll use that one. All right, so semi-lined up. So I'm just gonna come in a little bit here, do a little bit here, and maybe this corner. And then the rest will be brown, and I just shifted that, but that's okay. And then the brown. So we'll grab some vintage photo. So I grabbed fired brick, of course. Fired brick is a good color. Oh, you know what I just realized? I'm gonna actually do something different here, so I'm gonna add a little bit more red there. Okay, now fill in the rest with brown. I think I'm gonna cover most of this brick with a little pegboard to hang some tools on, but I just thought of that, so we'll see if I'm gonna do that. Okay, put that aside. So now my little brick wall is done. I have this little table. So this is the top, and this is the crisscross. So I don't need, I want lots of room up here. So I don't need a big table. I think I can put down there. Just enough to see the crisscross, yeah. All right. So let's glue that down first. I'm gonna just trim off the excess, whatever's sticking over. All right. Table, and then the crisscrosses. Put some glue on there. Crisscross across. And there it is. There's my table. Now there's a teeny tiny, the teeniest of tiniest little nail. So the only way to get this on, or the easiest way to get this on, is to do a tiny dot of glue and then pick it up with my picker-upper and then glue it on. Otherwise I'd be fighting trying to glue that down. All right, so there's my table. Then I'm going to build my saw. So this is the cutest little thing here. Okay, so the background is yellow, and then the saw goes on here. Very tiny pieces. Okay. Then this goes flat. Line that up. Okay, and then this is where these little strips, these foam strips, come into play. These are awesome because they're very narrow, so it's perfect for little things like this. So I just need a bit. And when you can, I don't do this when I'm doing shaker cards, but if you peel the top layer off also, it bends much easier rather than having to try and bend with the paper. I don't do it if I'm doing shaker cards though, because then it tends to stick to everything and I don't want it sticking to my shaker stuff. So I made it a teeny bit too big. So I'll just trim that off. Okay, get off my fingers. And then that goes on top of that. Now I have a little bit of white sticking out, so I'm just going to push it in with my scissors, and because it's sticky, it'll stay there. So there is my tiny little saw. Very cute. All right, so I have 2 little pieces of wood to stick together. That looks like that's what it's sawing into. Little 3D piece of lumber. And I will glue that on top of the table. Which way would it be? That way. Like that. I've got my table and I'll just trim that off. There's my little piece of log, and then that, actually I have to do this first. This goes on here because it needs to be into the wood a little bit, and then I can glue this down. Like that. All right, and then I just printed out Tool Time, the logo. Trim that. Oh, and I just realized what I forgot what I said I was gonna do. I was gonna put a pegboard. So let's do a little pegboard behind there. So I'll quickly trim that. This was also part of the set, I believe. So it's got the little pegboard dots in there. Okay, let's glue that down. Just like that. All right, so I have a pegboard that I can hang tools on over there. And now I can put my thing back on. My saw. Okay, and then back to where I was. Let's cut out the Tool Time. Just sort of fussy cutting close as I can. All right, so I just got that little logo that I printed off of Google. I'll put that up here. So it's like, that's the sign. And then I have these little tiny tools. So I'm gonna glue them over here on the board. First, let's put the handle on this one. Everything is so tiny. Okay. Oopsie. That's sticking to my fingers. That's not helpful. There we go. Okay. So I have 3 tools. So let's see how I can place them on here. Okay, perfect. So because they're so tiny, it's going to be easier to just do a little bit of glue on the card and pick them up and then tap them down. This one, I love this thing. And this end is pokey, so I can maneuver if something needs to be moved over a little bit. And then one last one for the pliers. Okay, now let's get the glue. Cap that glue cap so it doesn't keep pouring out. Trim off. I just go from the back. It's easier than trying to line it up. Check that off. And you all already know ATCs have to be 2.5 by 3.5. So that's why we have to keep within that frame line. And there we go. There's my little tool time workshop. So that's me for today. Thanks for watching. Have a great afternoon, and I'll see you later. Ciao.